My name is Maeve McCaffrey. I am on the west side of Los Angeles. I love knowing where you're from. You don't have to do it now, but before you leave today, if you have a second, tell me where you're joining from. I put my website, I put my Instagram in the chat bar in case you want to send me cat pictures or just stay in touch. You can find all my info there. And that's all I have for you. This is a level 2-3 Vinyasa flow. All that means is that I give lots of options and that there's a little sense that you have some experience with flow so that the vernacular is familiar and all that good stuff. With that said, every single day our bodies require something different. And so depending on what you require today in your personal practice, I want you to listen to your body and to give yourself what you need. Sometimes it's to push yourself, sometimes it's to nurture yourself a little more, and you're going to decide what that is. We're coming right onto our hands and knees today. And we're doing circles, like so. All in one direction. And as you move the body in this circle, connect to your breath. Connect to your foundation points, feeling the shift between the hands, between the legs, the knees, the feet, the shins, whatever's in contact. Noticing that transition that's happening as you're moving in this circle. It's all one direction, yeah. Like the boy band. I think they're a boy band, actually. I may have misspoken. Sorry if you're a One Direction fan, I misrepresented who they are. And then let's reverse the direction here. Take it the other way. And we're going to come through center, find some stillness, and just feel the breath here, feel the body still. And then if it's okay, you're just going to sit your hips back to your heels, you're going to lace your hands, and you're just going to do some circles with your wrists here. Kind of reverse the circle, which probably feels just a wee bit awkward, at least on me it does. Initially, and then it becomes familiar. And then rise up onto your knees. Reach the arms up to the sky. Take an inhale. With your exhale, you're going to send your hips back. You're going to sweep the arms back. Inhale, reaching up. And then exhale, reaching back. Just move with your breath here. Don't overthink it. One more. And then reach forward, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, hips come high. Send your heels back, send your hips high. Contain the front rib cage, contain the front belly. And then see if you can move into the shoulder girdle a little deeper. So sometimes when we just release the low back and the belly kind of poofs forward and the rib cage expands, we dump into the low back and we find movement from there. Instead, draw the belly up a little, wrap the ribs and the front body together, and then start to feel the opening in the shoulder girdle instead of in the spine. this practice is a lot of opposites, union. We're yoking opposites together. It's very much what yoga is. Yes, you look amazing. Stay in your breath. With an inhale, stretch your right leg back. Keep your hips neutral, please. And then use the right hip, the glutes of that right hip, to lift the leg a little higher without opening the hip to the right. Point the toes back, lift the leg a little higher, and then draw your knee into your chest. Place your foot between your hands, probably closer to your right hand than your left, and then bring your left knee down to the ground. Rise up, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, straighten the front leg, hinge at the hip and fold. Inhale, reach. And then exhale and fold. Shift the hips back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale. This one we hold. Bring it up and stay. Use your back foot so that even though you're not lifting the knee off the ground, there's a sense of lightness in the left knee, that you're not just resting all your weight heavily down. You're using the left foot actively to find a little lightness and a little rising energy. One more inhale. Bring your hands into your heart, please, and then take your left arm outside your right thigh. Keep the back knee down. Keep the back knee down. Good. I'm going to request that you notice your tendencies today. Do you automatically want to pick your knee up here? Find your center, find your breath. And those go hand in hand. One more inhale. Really sit around, straighten the front leg, and then we pause here. Maybe move the foot and the leg around a little bit, get a little deeper into that hip. And then rebend the front leg. Plant the hands. Sweep this right leg up and back. Open up the hip if it feels good. Three-legged dog with a little external rotation. Maybe drop deeper into that left heel. And just kind of work that right leg around wherever it feels good. Notice if the left shoulder wants to dip toward the floor, and see if you can lift it up a little higher. And then come back around and just place your right foot down. Inhale, left leg back. Keep the hips in neutral. Point the toes back and use the glutes of the left hip to lift and lengthen the leg more. Draw your knee down the center. Place your foot forward. Right knee comes down. Anjaneyasana, rising up. And then exhale, take it back. Inhale, draw forward. And exhale, come on back. Yes, 3 more. Inhale. And exhale, fantastic. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhaling forward. Stay here. Use that back foot. One more breath in, hands into your heart, and then right arm outside of your left thigh. Release the hands around, straighten the front leg, shift back. Maybe move that foot, maybe move that leg around a little bit in the hip. And check in with your breath. I'm going to keep reminding you to come back to your breath. It might even be annoying at times how much I'm going to tell you to come back to your breath. And the more we practice that, the less we need that prompt to take us there. Shift forward. Tuck the back toes if they're not. Sweep this left leg up and open if it feels good. Drop heavier into the right heel. Lift the right armpit, the right shoulder in line with the left. And then come back around slowly. Downward facing dog. Just place the foot down. Soft, steady, even breath. Contain the front ribs, lengthen the spine. Rise high to your toes, inhale. Bend your knees deeply, look forward, walk, step, or jump your feet to your hands. Come halfway with your inhale. Fold down with your exhale. Rise up to stand, inhale. Pause here, pause here. Lengthen up through the spine, lengthen up to the sides of your body, root through your feet. Just like we did kneeling, don't overthink this. Take an inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips, sweep the arms back. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Next one, stay up, inhale. Forward fold with control, exhaling down. Halfway with your inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog with your exhale. Pause, take an inhale. Press back, exhale. Inhale, lift your heels, load up, exhale, stretch back, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. And then draw your hands into your heart, exhale. Again, inhale and rise. Exhale, bow forward. Half forward fold, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, rise open. Downward facing dog, exhale. Expand, inhale. Root down, exhale. Lift your heels, inhale. Stretch back, exhale. Feet to your hands. Halfway up, inhale. Fold deeply, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. We go again, inhale, rising up. Exhale, forward fold, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, exhale, beautiful. Inhale and rise. Downward facing dog, exhale, fantastic. Right leg back, inhale. Place your foot between your hands, exhale. Back knee down, Anjaneyasana, rise up. And then exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, shift back, straighten that front leg. Inhale, reach forward. So notice your transitions here. Pick up the back knee, come all the way up with that left knee lifted. Take a pause here, maybe extend the leg out to straight. And then open to half moon. Left leg goes back, and right hand comes around. And we'll be here for a few breaths. Both legs powerful. Push the feet away from the hip. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. Yeah, stay in it, breathe. You're just going to bend the right knee. Just bend the right knee. We haven't gone anywhere other than that. And then start to stretch the left leg back. Coming into goddess. So you're going to turn the left toes open. You can adjust the right foot and then sink down and push the hands away from you. Neutralize the spine, so draw the belly up, tailbone down. Inner thighs lengthen out. You're going to shift to the back of your mat. Skandasana. This can be low, this can be up high. It can be anywhere in between, yeah? Smooth, soft, even breath. You're going to stay low, whatever your low is. Come around to the top of the mat. Left hand, left foot or knee, Vashisthasana. Open it up. You're going to bring your right forearm down to the ground, your left forearm down to the ground. Your right hand to the ground. You're going to rise up, either Vashisthasana or put your left foot on the ground behind the right leg and open up into Wild Thing. And then left hand comes around. Lift your left leg up, three-legged dog, up and back. And then place your left foot between your hands. Right knee down. Rise up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands into your heart. Right arm outside of your left thigh. We twist. Release the twist. Straighten the front leg, shift back. So we've got a really big transition from the back of the mat to the front of your mat. Push from the back toes, bend the front leg, reach forward. That's going to help to pull you up. Right knee lifts up. Maybe extend that right leg out straight. And then opening into half moon. Contain the front ribs, contain the front of your body. So notice if there's a tendency here just to kind of open up and arch the back because it feels very freeing. I know, trust me. Instead, be strong. Contain the ribs, contain the belly, lengthen out the back body, the tailbone toward that lifted heel. All you're going to do is bend the knee of the standing leg. That's it. And start to reach the right foot back. Coming into goddess, so adjust your feet, push the arms out, get long, long, long. Root the big toes, root the base of the big toe, and then gently wrapping open, but also lengthening, inner groin to inner knee. We're going to transition to the back of your mat for Skandasana. Maybe you're comfortable low, maybe not. Stay high if it's not good low. And then allow yourself to feel almost like you're stealthy here. Bring it across, bring it around. Vashisthasana, right hand, right foot. And then left forearm is going to come to the ground. Right forearm comes down. Left hand to the ground. Wild thing or Vashisthasana on the left side. So if you're not comfortable in wild thing, just repeat that Vashisthasana. And then come around, right hand to the ground, right leg to the sky. Inhale, three-legged dog. Cross over to the left. Look over to the left. Turn the left heel into the center of the mat. And then lift the left hand up. Maybe just float this right leg, extend it out. Maybe you put the foot down, fallen triangle, or you're lifting the leg up. Totally up to you. Use the right hand. Pull the right thumb over toward the left side of the mat to get the shoulder blade into the back. Engage those lats. And then left hand down, right knee over to your right tricep. 5 breaths. Three-legged dog, inhale. And then place your foot between your hands. Turn your back heel down, warrior one, rise up the center. Warrior one. Yes. Big bend in that front knee. Lift the hip points. Tailbone down, back leg working straight. Powerful arms. Maybe the gaze comes upward toward the thumbs. Maybe not. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Keep the legs, both legs straight. Hinge from the right hip, bow over the front leg any amount, and just sweep the arms back behind you. If you feel like it's hard for you to find your center, your feet are probably on a tightrope, in which case, consider taking your feet a little wider. These are gorgeous, yes. Yep, amazing, amazing. And then pull your knees forward. Left hand to the ground, right hand to the sky. And then twist to the right. So I gave you no placement of that left hand. This is revolved triangle. It can be on the inside of this right foot. If you like it on the outside of the foot, go for it. But make it accessible. Our tendency to want to go to like the deepest version of a pose that sometimes actually pulls us out of the pose doesn't serve us. Yes. Yes. Stay in your breath. Notice the breath here. How does it feel? Is it a little more challenged? And then release the right hand down. Lift up the back heel. Come into warrior three, please. Push off the back foot. Tend the transition up. Pin the right hip in. So hands at heart, really kind of centering and allows you to find the alignment here. If you want, arms can come back behind you, maybe out to the sides. If you want a little bit more sort of challenge on the core, on the center, arms overhead. Notice how that changes the standing leg. If you take your arms overhead, for me it's like it's a whole new pose. Be patient with yourself. Breathe. Yes, yes. And with the arms overhead, if they are there, notice if you shift into your heel, can you stay a little bit in your toes? And then bring your hands down to the ground. Good. Plant your hands, bend your right knee, lift your right heel. You don't have to go anywhere. Stay here. If you want, you're going to lift. Sometimes successfully, sometimes a cartwheel. And then everyone move back. Chaturanga Vinyasa. Yes, Susan, into downward facing dog. Beautiful. So nice, yes. Smooth out your breath. Yeah. Left leg back in half. Left knee to right tricep. Look over to the right. Pick up the right hand. Maybe just kick the leg out. Maybe put it on the floor. Right hand down. Left knee to left tricep. Pause. Inhale up and back. And then exhale, place your foot between your hands. Back heel turns down. Warrior one, rise up. So there's the main massive alignment points here, right? Back heel rooted, pinky side of the back foot rooting down, front knee bent, back leg straight, shoulders squaring to the top of the mat, maybe the right rib cage wrapping around a little bit. And then there's like the next level. There's like that deeper level of how do we get deeper into this pose? Inner right thigh, drawing back gently. Feet drawing toward each other. Gently shortening from belly button to pubic bone. When we do that, notice how the back knee wants to bend. Can you keep the back leg working straight? Powerful arms, triceps pressing in, biceps out. And then our gaze, our drishti, maybe it starts to move up toward the fingers, maybe not. The lift in the arch of the back foot. One more inhale. Straighten the front leg. And then just bowing over the front leg. Maybe sweeping the arms back behind you if it's okay. If you feel like you're about to fall over and you can't find your center, check out the width of your feet. Consider widening them right to left. And then pull the heart forward, pull the gaze forward. Right hand down to the ground, left hand to the sky. Revolve triangle. Your right hand can be to the inside of the left foot, it can be to the outside of the foot, it can be on your foot or your shin, it can be on a block. What do you need today? And what you need today is not necessarily what you always do. What you always do may actually not be what you ever need. You're going to release that left arm around. Pick up the back heel. Bring your hands into heart. Center yourself. Mind this transition. You're pulling from the front leg. You're pushing off the back toes. Virabhadrasana 3. Warrior 3. Maybe change the arms if you did on the first side. Find your center. Notice the standing foot, notice the lifted foot. Where's your breath? Where is your breath? And then hands to the ground. Stay here. Pick up your left heel. Push into the hands. You don't have to go anywhere. You can stay right here. Just working the legs long, finding some balance in the hands, or shifting and lifting up. And then when you're ready, chaturanga, exhale. Fantastic. Open and rise, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Beautiful. Smooth out your breath. It's in you, your breath, the postures, the sequence. It's all inside you. Just keep your ears open. Have fun. Right leg back, inhale. Cross to the left, fall in triangle, or maybe float the leg. Maybe take the foot, kick the leg overhead. And then come back around. Right knee to right tricep. Stay here, breathe. Maybe shift forward and float it up. And then right leg up and back. Right foot forward. Warrior one, rise up. Straighten the front leg. Hinge from the hip. And then reach back with the arms. Inhale, pull the gaze forward, the heart forward, left hand down, right hand to the sky. Revolve triangle, bring it all the way around. Warrior three, lift it up. Hands to the ground. Either just take it back through Vinyasa or kick it up and then take it back. Open, inhale. Dog pose, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Cross over to the right. Fall in triangle, maybe float the leg, maybe take the foot, kick it forward, and then bring it over to the left. Stay here or float it up. And then left leg up and back. And place your foot at the top of your mat. Warrior one, rise up. Straighten the front leg, hinge and bow. Right hand down, left arm up and around. Come all the way around. Warrior three. Note the transition. Hands down, your path back to down dog. Pause in your breath. Hide your toes, inhale. Bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Chair, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Left arm outside your right thigh, sink down, open up. Smooth out your breath. Get light in your left foot. Step your left foot back, stay in the twist. Back heel roots, reverse warrior. Bring it all the way around. Hands frame the front foot, come onto the back toes, straighten the leg in the front for a pause. And then rebend, standing splits, top of the mat. Pull from the front leg and then push the front foot down to lift the top leg. Use the glutes of the left leg to extend the leg up higher. And when I say higher, I don't necessarily mean to the sky. Higher behind you, longer behind you. Yeah, fantastic. 2 more breaths. Yes. Feet together, chair pose, top of the mat, chair. Hands into your heart, right arm outside of your left thigh. I'm just gonna switch directions so I can see you. But you're all good, you haven't changed on your mat at all. Just me, just me. every breath to guide you here. Inhale to create space, exhale to allow yourself to take the space up and go a little deeper into the twist. And when I say a little deeper, it might be like a little deeper, like minute. Sometimes it's just an energy shift, not even a physical shift. Get light in your right foot, step it to the back of your mat. Stay in the twist. You can adjust your stance. If you didn't find where you needed to be on that first land, you don't have to stick it, fix it. Last few breaths here. We're going to reverse this warrior. The back heel leads us out, rooted down. Let that guide you up and around, sinking and rising, sinking and rising. Bring it around. Standing splits. Frame the front foot. Note the transition. Pause to straighten. Rebend, pull from the front leg. Lifting up. So there's this moment where like the leg doesn't feel like it wants to go any higher, right? You've taken it back. Engage the glute. And then feel how that takes you into hip extension. That's what the glutes do, take you, that's one of the many things. They take you into hip extension. That's gonna lift the leg higher. Yeah. Really nice. So it's not about pushing yourself into places that your body doesn't or shouldn't be. It's about tapping into the muscles that take us deeper and guide us in. Bring the feet together. Sink down into boat pose. So pass through chair and then sit on down. And then bend the knees if they're not. Put the feet flat, roll down onto your back. Arms at your sides. Knees are bent, feet are flat. Press the shoulders down. We're going to move in and out of bridge 5 times with our breath. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, rise. Stretch the knees forward. Pull the heart back. Release down with your exhale. 3 more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rise. And exhale, release down. This next one we're going to hold up. Inhale, rise up. Maybe lace the hands behind your hips. Maybe draw the shoulders a little more under the back, but without pinching the shoulder blades in. Just to use the shoulders as one of your foundation points. And then when you're here, see if you can notice the changes in the pose the longer you're here. So it's not like we just get here and then end of story, right? That's the beginning of the story. One more inhale. And then release down gently. Pause, receive the feedback. Feel your breath. We'll repeat that, or you can move into another back bend, whether that's Urdhva Dhanurasana, camel, whatever feels good on your body. You're going to inhale to rise up. And then the same thing, when you arrive, it doesn't stop. Check in with the breath. Smooth it out. Where can you encourage more space? Where can you encourage more ease? Your exhale brings you down. Receive the feedback. Pause. If you want one more, we take one more. If you don't, you rest, you breathe, maybe close your eyes. Inhale, open up. Next exhale, we come out gently. Take your feet wide, drop your knees into each other. Really nice. Hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze. And if it's okay, rock up and down on your spine. You can use your legs to kind of give yourself a little momentum here. We're going to come through to downward facing dog. So you can take a vinyasa, or you can simply step back into downward facing dog. And then come back to that first down dog we did today. See if you can contain the ribs a little. See if you can draw the belly back a little, and then allow the shoulders to become more spacious. Yeah, really nice. From the outer upper arms in, the inner upper arms, the biceps out, triceps in. Step your right foot halfway in. Shift forward into your hands. If you're not at a wall and you would like to use a wall, shift yourself. Lift the left leg. Engage the left glute. So this is like almost like a standing split here. Gaze is a little forward of your fingers. Use your bottom leg and lift. If you notice, I'm not even lifting my bottom leg up. I'm just keeping it low. But you can. But if you keep the leg low, you get to start to play with your balance a little bit. Yes. 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 And then right back into downward facing dog. Feel your breath. Handstands are like heartbeat, heavy breath, exciting, heady. You get the blood flow to your brain. They feel good, right? Feel, receive. What are you getting from that? And so I'm looking more for you to tap into your transitions here than to find a handstand. I don't care if you find a handstand. I don't care, ever. Step your left foot halfway in. Shift the heart forward, lift your right leg, squeeze the glute to take that leg a little longer and back behind you. Pick up the left heel. Tip. Push the hands down, brace through the upper back. Keep the belly drawing in, the front ribs knitting together. Yes. Yes. Really nice. And then downward facing dog. Perfect. Take 2 breaths, receive that. Good, and then bring your knees down to the ground. And I hope you can see me okay. I know I'm on the cusp of being out of frame, but I think I'm still in frame. So next we're gonna do a down dog to the wall. If you have a wall, if you don't worry, you're fine. You'll just do whatever you need to. You're gonna put 1 foot up. It's a short down dog. 1 leg goes up. Now we find the framework of handstand. Knit the front ribs. Draw the belly in. But you've got the support of the wall. And then you'll switch legs. Okay? Try that. You might even find some balance there. And maybe the second leg comes off the wall, but maybe not. It can feel scary, I know. Wherever you are is perfect, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Last 30 seconds here. And then you'll make your way back into down dog on your mat, away from the wall. Right leg is going to stretch back behind you. Bring your right knee over to your left tricep. Extend that right leg out to the left side, but stay centered here. Pull the gaze forward, pull the heart forward, push into the pinky side of that right foot, and then make the left leg a little stronger. And kind of squeeze those inner thighs toward each other. And then slowly, with control, slide this right foot across, this knee across, and then we'll find single leg pigeon here. If you need a different pose, you'll take a different pose. So looking for pain-free in the pose. No knee tweaks, no back tweaks. And then smooth, steady breath. Yeah, little mister never came to class today. I better check the closets. He's MIA. Two more breaths here. And then lift your heart up, lift your spine up. If you can, without your hands, you're going to shift a little to your right side, and then you're going to draw your left leg to the top of your mat. Right foot comes to the inner left thigh, and then lean into that left leg, open the right arm up, and then maybe come around or not. Inhale, rise up, plant your right hand back behind you, sweep your left arm around, open up, come back around, both legs extend out, and then come up into boat pose, lifting the legs. Really nice. Cross at the shins. Vinyasa if you'd like it. If not, you're straight back into downward facing dog. And then stretch your left leg back. And then bring your left knee over to your right arm. Extend the left leg out. Keep both of your hands down. Push down into the pinky side of your left foot. Squeeze the inner thighs toward each other and then pull the gaze and the heart forward. Work the right leg really strong. And then slowly pull that left leg across. And single leg pigeon on this side. Or your alternative. Legs are active. Breath is smooth. torso, really nice. You're gonna see if you can do this without using your hands. Just find your center, turn the transition, bring that right foot to the top of the mat, and then extending the right leg, left foot to the inside, take the right arm to the inside of that right leg, open, and then maybe come overhead. Maybe not. Inhale, rise, plant the left hand, sweep the right arm up and around. Open up, bring it back around. And then this time both legs out straight. Paschimottanasana, seated, forward fold. Drawing the heart forward. Inhale, pull the heart forward, rise up, and then roll down onto your backs. Give yourself a really good squeeze here. And then if happy baby is good on your body, take your feet wide, hold the feet, draw the knees wide, stack the feet on top, and start to press the sacrum a little heavier into the ground. Root yourself down. And then we'll finish with a twist, but if you need something else more, you'll do that. Right leg down, left on top, knees go right, left arm out to the left side. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth, let it go gently. Come back through center. And then uncross, recross, shift, and twist to the other side. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth, gently let it fall out. Come back through center and Shavasana. Release the legs out. Release your arms, release your jaw, your lips, your eyes, your breath. Receive the practice you had today. Start to deepen your breath. back into your body. And then when you're ready, reach the arms overhead, bend your knees, roll to your right side. From your side, press down with your hands, gently rise up to seated. And when you're seated, bring your hands together at your heart. And again, receive your practice today, not the one you did yesterday, not the one maybe you thought you were going to do today. Receive the practice you did today. Inhale, lift your heart to your thumbs, hands at heart. Exhale, bow your mind to your heart. In this moment, yoking your body and your mind as one. Honoring this space on your mat and honoring your practice today. Rise with an inhale, let your eyes open gently. Thank you for being here. Thanks for your practice. If you have questions, if you need anything, if there's a pose you